Anything you would like Commission to know?
Thank you. Christopher Manning, Knox County. First thing I would like to advise the Commission of is I was appointed in April as the alternate for the pre-existing Merit Council and served on that until the reconfiguration, and I was not appointed to one of the existing positions on the new council, so I was recommended to reapply, so that's what I'm doing, participating in the process. Hopefully all of you have had the opportunity to review my resume and to answer some of the questions I've heard earlier. I have approximately 5 years experience in HR, specifically with the police department, excuse me, and in dealing with grievances and transfers and discipline and all of that nature. I have 18 months experience in internal affairs, and I have the unique experience of when I was an officer and a detective, I served on the union board, and 4 years on the grievance committee, and 1 term as president of the union. And with the grievance committee, I was a representative in the appeals process, where you would actually have a meeting with the department head, which was the chief of police, and then there was, if that was appealed, there was an administrative judge that was selected, and there was actually a hearing. It was not public like the Merit Council is here, but it was a hearing. So I'm very fortunate that during my early part of my career, I had a lot of experiences in personnel and HR. And then when I was promoted and became a manager, I was on the other side of the table with providing discipline, direction, and training to employees. And on the very rare occasion, we had to terminate. So I do have that experience also.
Thank you, Mr. Manning. Commissioner Jay?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Manning, first I want to thank you for serving in the capacity you did as the alternate. And I appreciate you applying and sort of doubling down on your willingness to serve the community in this space. No doubt you have extensive background training and credentials in sort of everything that the Merit Council is for and the purpose of it and the actions it takes. In the time that you did serve as the alternate, is there a way you could summarize the importance and some of the takeaways that you learned from being in the trenches versus being a new applicant?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, as has been stated earlier, it is actually, Commissioner Oster said, it is quite daunting for the employees to come before the council, rather intimidating. And I look at the role as you're going to be the trier of fact, so to speak. You're going to look at the facts and not allow personal opinions or influence the outcome of the hearing. I did want to compliment the legal counsel that were present. They were all very prepared and professional, and they were advocating in an appropriate manner, and it was very, very well done. And thanks to the chair who managed herding cats on occasion. And but it was unique because I'm not used to the public aspect of the hearing, and so that's a very interesting dynamic where it's broadcast on television, where these people are having to discuss possibly a mistake that they made in the past, and they're having to air it. So that's a unique situation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Jay. Commissioner Oster?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I didn't ask Mr. Manning to say that, but thank you. But I did have the opportunity to serve with Mr. Manning while I was on the Merit Council, and he was always very prepared and very professional, and I appreciated that. Since you've already kind of been in the trenches and you kind of know what this is about, I really respect the fact that you want to come back and you want to do it again, because it takes a lot to do. I do want to ask, have you ever campaigned for any candidate for sheriff?
Yes, and when the current sheriff ran for his first term, I did. But then once I applied for this position, I didn't participate.
Okay. And then since you've actually been involved in one of the grievance hearings that we did have, do you want to kind of just touch on how, as being the alternate, how you felt like you could approach if there was issues going on with the sheriff's office?
feel I'm a people's representative. The folks that are out day to day about going about their lives are all the paid employees are the folks that work for the sheriff, and they're pretty much unpaid employees. We represent their best interests. So it's never a bad idea to have extra sets of eyes on the decision making. And I have personal experience from actually meeting out discipline, where employees will bring in mitigating facts or factors that were not part of the investigation, and it's not by malfeasance of the investigator, just for some reason or other didn't come to light. And so I look at the Merit Council as an opportunity for the employee to come in and say, can you consider this because I did or did not present it to the investigator, it was not part of the package. And I think it's just another opportunity to make sure that we get it right.
Okay, perfect. Again, I want to thank you and commend you for wanting to do this, and also for the work that you go in and do with the girls in the office. I know that they feel very respected by you, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Oster. Commissioner Daly, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for your service in the past there, and I'll ask you, I know you've raised your right hand this morning, but I want to make sure that everybody understands that the bylaws and ordinances must be followed.
Absolutely.
So will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Seeing no other lights on, Mr. Manning, thank you again for your application.